Hello guys from Unboxo, and we just left each other looking at this beautifully cleaned spool, which I'm obviously gonna work on a bit later. And what was the problem? The problem is pretty easy, guys. If you didn't watch my other videos, let me tell you something. This is a pretty cheap reel, and as you can see, it's still dirty. I still have to work some situations out. But of course, it being a very cheap reel, it has a very cheap drag. We are talking about discs of felt which are pretty old. I washed them, I oiled them back, but they are still pretty old. And the drag is not known to be the fastest one. What do I want from this reel? I want it to be open and free drag once I'm waiting for the bite. Okay, and then in one or two turns, complete 360 of the cup, I want to be able to have a very hard, very closed drag. Right now the situation is this one. Okay, still a little tougher. And now it's good. So it's 3 full turns, which, to be honest, in my opinion, is very slow. I know I can make it faster by buying some carbon washers, by Carbon Tech, whatever. I don't want to spend money on this reel because this cost me literally 12 euros at the thrift store. This one I already had coming from Japan. A friend gifted to me when I bought his antique reel, and this is a part which I had is coming from one of those pipes they used to hang curtains in the house, and this one is a spare part that I had for another reel, which is now gonna be my reel stand, and this hole is gonna be for my hook if I am changing the place where I'm fishing and I don't want to close everything up, and I just want to move my reel, my rod, and my chair. Alright, now what happens is I want to make this faster. I don't want to spend money, so I'm gonna use an old trick. You probably all know this. For the people who don't know it, we would use this trick back when I lived in England and USA, in order to make the old Daiwas a little faster without swapping the discs for carbon discs. Okay, so they had felt discs, or they had, for example, hybrid, which is, let me show you something, let's see if I have one, which is like this kind of discs. Well, this is a washer, but similar to this, so plastic plus felt. Okay, so now the trick consists in opening up the cup, which, let's face it, they are all pretty similar. Okay, they already come with some screws. Some they have 3 screws, some other ones they have 2. Okay, so don't get scared, they are pretty easy to put back together. Okay, it's nothing huge. Just have a little mat lying on your table so the little screws don't go anywhere. Let's open the cup. So as you can see, other than having the little ratchety spring, we have a spring which is a retaining spring for our nut, which is this one. In my case, it has this odd shape. I have seen regular nuts like this one, okay, hex nuts. I have seen it all. Now, let me put this back together. So, what are we gonna do? In my opinion, this always works. It's probably gonna work this time too. Simply by taking the little spring away from the equation, we are gonna be able to make faster our drag on the reels. So I'm gonna take the spring out And ideally, we should put something instead of the spring, for example, some little washers, okay, in place of the spring. Or to make it even easier, we are not gonna put anything inside the empty space, which was the space for the spring. Alright, so we have our ratchety little spring, we have the nut, we have the closing of the drag cup. We are gonna put it back together and we are gonna just simply, so again, let me show you, we're gonna put it back together, no spring, alright? Okay guys, so we are gonna put it back together with no spring, as you can see, only the ratchety spring, okay, and the nut, the retaining nut. Okay, now let me put it back together and let me show you what I mean. And let's see if it works, because it may not work. We may result in having to buy some carbon text discs for this cheap old reel. Okay, here we have the other one. So pretty basically, we are not even modifying anything. We are just, you know, trying to work the situation out by subtracting part of the locking cup of our drag, so this way we can make it behave a little faster. Now, as you can see, free spool, okay? Let's find the exact position. Alright. As you can see, it sounds different, okay? There is no strength anymore pulling the knot away. Okay. Now let me close it completely. Okay. Now, let's try and see how many turns does it take to make this one free spool. One complete turn and it's already free spool, to be honest. Let's make it even more free. 1.5. So 1.5 turns and this is free spool completely. Look. If I make it 2, well, it doesn't change that much. So we went from 3 complete turns of the cup to 1.5 turns of the cup. So let me close it back. Now it's closed. Let me open it to make it free spool while I'm waiting, for example, for my bite. 1 and 2. It's already free spool. It's already free spool. Let me see if I want to make it a little more. Let's see it. 1.5. No more. It's not that fast because it could be faster if we had other discs inside the spool, if we had carbon technology, which in my country, if I have to buy 3 discs, it's 15 euros or 12.99. So I want to be honest with you, it isn't worth the money I paid for the reel. I paid it 12 as a little project reel. I don't want to spend all my money on this reel. Let's be honest here, it's old. It's a 1+1 bearings, right? So we are closed. We are a little open already. 1 complete turn. 1.5 turns. Magic, just like magic. The little, as you can see, the little spring is here. So I'm not joking to you, I'm not joking with you. Okay, I'm not fucking around. And we are completely locked. We are completely locked. So, okay. Already by moving half a turn, we are already good. One complete turn, we're perfect. Now I want to show you, because it's a little difficult on camera, I want to show you something. Let me see if I can put just a little wet piece of paper. So I can put it on the surface here. Okay. Let me see. Oh, wait. Okay guys, so as you can see, it's now fast drag. It's obviously very smooth at 1.5. A little less smooth at completely closed on the opposite direction. So again, half and 1. And when I mean one turn, I mean this part of the reel shall do all the turn and come back. Okay, so I mean guys, it's faster. I didn't spend one single cent. It works for basically every reel. All my reels are fast drag, and I never bought carbon text discs. I have nothing against carbon text, they are awesome. But if I have a cheap reel in my hands, I don't want to waste money on it, because I know it's cheap. I don't even know if I'm gonna bring it to the beach or to the lake, because maybe I'm gonna change it so much, I'm gonna paint it, I'm gonna collect it, that's it, right? But one full turn and we are already playing as a free spool in order to catch some carps or big fish or whatever. If we give it even a little bit more, it's even a little bit more free. And here we are, completely closed. So guys, this is what I wanted to show you. I love and appreciate your participation. You are 300 legends, for real. You are my pals. You are my friends, for real. You are giving me so much satisfaction in putting out these videos. You cannot even imagine how happy I am of just sharing with you what I know about the hobbies that I love, and receiving all those comments and all those likes and all the people subscribing every day is amazing. I didn't even know I could create a channel and have 300 people being interested in what I do. So I love you so much, guys. Again, let's go from completely closed to completely open, and we didn't even spend 1 cent. See you very soon. Goodbye from Unboxo, for real. And let's go carp fishing. Let's go fishing at the ocean. Let's go fishing at the beautiful Mediterranean Sea. Let's enjoy ourselves, okay? Goodbye from Unboxo.